what you got. No, 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 not on my watch. Bring what you got, I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got, I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Hopping out that trunk, Netflix looking like Thriller. I'm ready for the million. Talk to myself in the mirror. Is you ready? Jump off in that Bentley with no ceiling. Is you ready? Sick of taking losses, time for winning. They can't hang with us, can't be with us. They know we ain't in danger. If you think you with my squad, better hang it up. We've been grinding hard. Can't take that from us. We've been grinding hard on the job. Can't take that from us. Are you ready? Is you ready? Ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready. Ready? Is you ready? Are you ready? Ready? Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. No, 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 not on my watch. No way. Bring what you got, I'm going to the top. You can bring what you got, I'm going to the top. Bring what you got. Bring what you got. I'm going to the top.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight it's game 3 of this 4-game set between the San Antonio Missions and the Las Vegas Aviators. It's Aaron Brooks gets the ball in game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off.
Digging in now, Hubert Dyer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Aviators, the second baseman,
A ball and no strikes. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
First pitch coming, here it is. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2. Popped him up. Guerrero is under it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in, Dominique Montano. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Dominique.
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. Hamilton is a guy that's able to keep the bat off the ball. That's kind of the name of the game for a pitcher, and as a starter, it really helps him work deep into games.
Matty V, one of the toughest parts about scoring runs is bunching 3 or 4 hits together an inning, and that's one of the things this guy does really well. He's tough to hit, and he's really tough to get 3 or 4 hits off of. That's one of the reasons why he's one of the better pitchers.
The count now at 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Julio Chacin would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Hit on the ground to third. To his left, Guerrero. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half. To the plate now is the designated hitter,
Leading off
Julio
for the
Chacin, and
Aviators,
they've got some work to do
the
early
designated
on.
hitter,
Down 4-0
Julio.
already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. The 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. Stepping into the box, Brian Rincon. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. Strike one to start the at-bat. And there's ball one.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And there's one down now.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5. Fewest errors.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Batting 8, the right fielder, Archie Silver.
We got one here.
Skied into straightaway right. Campanella is there. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And there's a first step in the comeback. The sac fly makes this a 4-1 ball game. Stepping up to the plate, Derek Garcia. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ball one to start the at-bat.
Come on now, come on.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We play 2 full. The Missions lead it. Standing in, Hubert Dyer. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. This is on the ground over to first, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Calling for it, Reyes. He's got it 1 away. So coming to the plate, Dominique Montano. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Montano.
Now the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. And he misses there. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raised the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
A lot of times keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Next will be the designated hitter, Julio Chacin. He reached on a single in his first try. 0-1 the count. Dyer is off of first with 2 away. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Got it. Get us out
I
of
know he's
this.
down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. And next up will be Franklin Barreto.
Leading up for the Aviators,
Here it comes.
the third baseman, Franklin.
Well
Barreto.
behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
No one out
Yeah,
now,
guys,
no
the
one
key
out.
to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Here we go, guys.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Misses for ball 1. Changeup called strike 3 as he rolls his eyes at the call. 1 away. So stepping in, Brian Rincon. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Lying toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping in now,
The batter,
Francisco
number 6.
Calderon, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. His first plate
Calderon.
appearance resulted in an intentional walk.
Hey, strike this guy out. Let's go.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
We got one here. We got one.
Struck him out.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Into the box,
Now
Archie
batting,
Silver,
right fielder,
and that
Archie
misses ball 1. He hit a sac
Silver.
fly earlier. Into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, we got two down.
That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's
Hit him with the
exactly
best
why.
stuff
He
right
has
here,
such
huh?
a feel for that secondary he wants and get back in the count.
Curveball locks him up, strike 3, and that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. San Antonio's out in front, 7-1. Leading off the inning, Derek Garcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. Campanella giving chase. He's there and records the first out.
Come on.
Into the box now, Hubert Dyer. He's 1
Now
for
batting,
2 in the ball
the
game.
second baseman, Hubert.
First pitch is a
Dyer.
fastball inside, 1-0. In the air out to left. Reyes has it in his sights. 2 down. Ready once again, Nick Martini.
Now
It was a
batting,
flyout
the
for
left
him in his
fielder,
last trip.
Nick
And
Martini.
looks like he got the call there on the pitch
2 down
inside.
now.
It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far.
Hey, strike
you could
this
just
guy
see he's
out, man.
awful
Get him
confident,
yourself.
attacking the strike zone. And when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
The 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Moving under it, Ludwig. And that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 5 innings complete. The Missions lead it 7-1. Digging in to try it again, Dominique Montano. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his...
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Hey, nobody out now. Nobody out.
Sent on the ground out to second. Navarre gloves it, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. Striding forward now is the DH, Julio Chacin, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Chacin.
High in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you.
Here we go,
This is
man.
the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball up off this guy.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still even at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is popped up near second base. Saladino waits on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. In now, Franklin Barreto. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Hey, you can tell by the look on that manager's face, he's obviously frustrated right now. But it's a long season. You're going to have a lot of ebbs and flows with your offense. Does he take a step back and relax a little bit, or does he call a team?
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. San Antonio's out in front.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Artie
your
Lewicki
attention,
gets the
please.
call from the pen to
Now
take over
pitching
on the
for
mound
San
and start the
Antonio.
home 7th.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-1 is the final tonight. The Missions put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Max Hamilton with his 4th win this season. Aaron Brooks allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Concrete since day one. Ain't no time to make up. Ain't no top on that hoop. Like baby, we're the thank you for your services and voicing on my haters. Be sure to leave your armor ain't penetrated. I get back, I hate. Poof, get out of here. I take it.